Marina to Group 2, and we're joined by the title protagonists themselves, Lando Norris, Max Verstappen and Oscar Piastri. One of these gentlemen will be the 2025 FIA Formula One World Champion come Sunday night. Great to see you all. Let's kick things off with this. Tell us about your preparations and how you're going to approach the season finale. Lando, perhaps we could start with you.
Sure. Same as every weekend. Yeah, nothing changed. Of course, a lot of not a lot, just some reviews of last weekend. Like the same after every weekend, really. Just review what went on, what was clearly and obviously not good for us. Some of the mistakes we've made, and also some of the less obvious things, that we could improve on. But that's normal post race understandings and therefore preparations for the next race. But otherwise, yeah, nothing does change. He gets treated the same from everyone inside the team. Just more excitement, I guess, for everyone at the same time. So, but apart from that, the work and how you approach it all remains the same.
Thank you. Max, please.
Spent some time with my daughter. Figured some stuff out for GT3 for next year. Figured out some stuff for my sim team as well. Planning for next year. So, yeah, just pretty straightforward stuff. Before arriving here, to be honest.
Thank you. Oscar?
I mean, I wasn't organising GT3 teams, but played some paddle, and yeah, just treated it like normal. Obviously, there's not that many days in between. Had a marketing day, so that was good fun, and that's been about it.
All right, now look, it's a very busy room, so we're going to go straight to the floor, and we'll kick off with the broadcasters, please. Who's first? Just get a microphone to David. Yep.
David Croft, Sky Sports F1. Before I ask a question, to each and every one of you guys, best of luck for Sunday, and thank you for a great season. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch, and I speak on behalf of everybody for that. May the best driver win. But only one of you can. When you reflect on this year, to each and every one of you, what incidents will go down as they were the ones where the title got away? And we'll start with the championship leader first, then Max, then Oscar.
I mean, there's always little things along the way. Of course, there are probably some more obvious ones from my side. If I go back to Canada, probably being the most just put my hands up in the air. I messed up. It cost me a good amount of points. There was China hairpin in qualifying. And then just some little things along the way, probably like there is for everyone, or there certainly is for everyone. Otherwise, there's some other bits where, probably the same for all of us here, at times you get a bit unlucky, whether it was the DNF in Zandvoort or the disqualification. That's not unlucky, that's just not doing really a good enough job as a team. But disqualification in Vegas as well, cost me a good amount of points. So, I wouldn't say that anything obvious. It was just a couple parts from my side that I have to put my hands up and just admit I didn't do a very good job. And then a couple from us as a team where you have to admit we also didn't do a good enough job, including last weekend. But that's probably about it.
At the end of the day, of course, it's 1 over 24 races. Some races go a bit better than others. A lot of the races we didn't have a lot of pace or enough pace to challenge for a win. But here we are. So in general, I'm just very proud of the season that we've done, how we've come back as well in the second half. We'll just try and keep it fun now till the end. But to always pinpoint on one particular moment or whatever, that's always a hard one.
There's few moments to choose from, I'd say, unfortunately. But I think for everyone, there's always moments, and no season is ever going to be perfect. So I think it's not particularly useful picking out, I lost this amount of points here, this amount of points there, because everyone's lost a certain amount of points at some point along the way. So, but yeah, definitely on my side of things, there's been a few races, a few moments I'd like to have again. Same thing as the team, I'm sure. But yeah, picking one, I don't think there's one that's hurt more than others.
Okay, thanks all. Next, please.
Yeah. Mariana Becker from Band TV. I know that the three of you trying to face this weekend as a normal weekend, but it's not. Just wanted to know if the parents, all of your parents are here and some friends, and did you allow them to come or did you ask them to come?
A mix. I mean, it's end of season. Every year I invite some of my friends because they're just as important as the rest in terms of a lot of my friends support me every weekend, support me every week, cheer for me. I always lean on my friends for advice and help in different moments. So, yeah, win or lose, like end of the season, it's always nice to share it with them. But I do that every year, so it's nothing special from that point of view. And my parents come to many races, and they're here again because it's the final one, not because of it being a good one or a bad one or whatever it may be. They come to the final race of the season every time. So a little mix, but no, I want them to be there because it's a moment, again, win or lose, it's a moment where I just want to share every bit that I can with my friends, with my family, because it's also fun for them. So.
No, parents are not here. My dad is rallying in Africa. And my mom, I guess it was not planned. I mean, I also didn't really plan to be in the title fight till the end. So, yeah, here we are. I think after Zandvoort, everything was a bit cancelled, I would say. Well, my mom is at home happy with the dogs. So, yeah, you can see a lot on TV anyway.
My family here, kind of similar to Lando in some ways. The last race, I've done a lot of racing without any of my family and friends in my career. So, it is always nice to have them there, but it doesn't change the world. Let's say it is nice, obviously, but I know some people actually prefer it when their parents aren't there or they don't have people around. But for me, it is a nice thing.
Okay, thanks all. Next. Yep.
Tom Slade, Federación Spain. Question for all three drivers. This week, everyone is giving their opinions on who they think it will win the championship. I think we've been asking all the other drivers who they think will win the championship. So let me ask you three. Who do you think it takes that trophy?
Well, everyone's going to say each other. So.
Next one, please.
Nelson Valkenburg for Viaplay for both Lando and Oscar. It's been some time since you've changed engines, and we've seen some Mercedes engines go this year. Is this on your mind in any way, shape, or form for this weekend?
To be honest with you, I don't even know which engine I've got in or when we change it or whatever. So, no, I'm not concerned.
Same. Okay. Next one.
Tim Haraney, TSN. Question for Max. Max, I know you said your mom was at home looking at the dogs and your dad was off rallying, but did either of them give you any words of encouragement coming into this weekend at all?
We are not like that. They know that when I sit in the car, I will give everything I have. I just speak to them about other stuff, so they don't need to motivate me. That doesn't really work like that. But of course, they always support me. My mom always lights a candle before every race weekend. I guess they trust their son.
Thank you for that. All right, Rachel.
Rachel Brooks, Sky F1. To Lando. Lando, is there a scenario where you're in the final laps of the race and you're running in P4 with Oscar in P3 and Max is leading? Oscar knew this was coming. I could see from the smile on your face. Is there a scenario where you would expect or even want him to make it easy for you to pass if he's out of contention? And has that been discussed at all?
No, not been discussed. And honestly, I mean, I would love it, but I don't think I would ask it because I don't know. I don't know. It's up to Oscar if he would allow it. You know, I don't think it's necessarily down to me. It's the same if it's the other way around. You know, would I be willing to or not? Personally, I think I would, just because I feel like I'm always like that, and that's just how I am. But it's not really up to me, and I wouldn't. I'm not going to ask it. I don't want to ask it because I don't think it's necessarily a fair question. And at the same time, if that's how it ends and Max wins, then well, that's it. Congrats to him, and I look forward to next year. It doesn't change anything. Doesn't change my life. So he will deserve it over us.
Oscar, have you given that scenario any thought at all?
Rachel asked it to Lando. It's not something we've discussed. So yeah, I mean, until I know what's kind of expected, I don't really have an answer until I know what's expected of me.
Okay, thank you for that. Next, please.
Hi, fellas. Steve Crossman from BBC 5 Live. I just wanted to ask one to all of you really about teammates. So for Lando and Oscar, it'd be really interesting to hear what you guys like and admire about each other, whether that's as drivers or as human beings. And if you wouldn't mind, Max, off the back, just curious to know what you think, especially because you're going to get a new one, makes for a really good teammate. Cheers.
Don't rush into it.
Yeah, there's just so many to choose from. I think what I like about him, just his general attitude of how he approaches everything. Yeah, just always. I mean, I said I think a few weeks ago, but just always pretty calm, pretty relaxed in every situation. Stays cool. That's something I admire, and I think is something that at times I wish I was a little bit more like. But you know, everyone does their own thing. You always try and find what works best for you. But there's still things from every driver, even when I was growing up, that you admire from him, and don't like in him, whatever it may be, you know. So, but I think also the most important thing is just how you get on personally. You know, I've always got on well with my teammates. It's easy not to, you know. It takes one decision to make everything not be the way it is, and I think that's something we've done well. It obviously makes our life hard as a team because we have two drivers fighting for a championship instead of one, and that also has its complications at times and its difficulties. Allows for other parties to enter the chat more often, but yeah, we're so happy that we're both up there, and I think how we've worked together, how we just I think treat each other, whether it's on the track, off the track, whatever it may be. It's just a good way of approaching everything, I think. Not everyone would agree with it, which is completely acceptable and understandable. But I think we both have a similar approach in terms of just wanting to go on track, prove who's better, try and drive the quickest, but also come off and enjoy our life when the helmet's off, you know, when it's just us as people, us as personalities. And I think that's something that I have a lot of respect for, and I enjoy, I think, and I'll look back on in 10 years' time and say the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, his car collection, I'm trying to catch up. But no, I mean, I think honestly similar things. Like I think, you know, it's nice that we are able to leave kind of what happens on the track and you know, be friendly off the track. I think it's, like Lando said, it's very easy for it to not be that way. And, you know, that definitely takes cooperation from both parties. So, yeah, I think for me that's probably what I I mean, admire sounds a bit strong in teammates, but I think that is a very good strength of Lando's.
And Max, please.
Yeah, I'm just the timing. You know, do you want me a long answer or? No, I just what you want from a teammate. Good in also developing the car with the team. Good understanding between the drivers. Friendly, funny, open-minded, not hiding things. You know, throughout the weekend between the two drivers. So yeah, in general, just trying to push the team forward. I think that's the most important. If you are good friends off track, that's a nice bonus, but not necessarily needed as long you are very professional on track and it benefits the team.